Hello YouTube, Tyson here again for TV Enthusiast. The summer TV season has begun, and as such, in last week's Top 10 Tuesday video, we ranked our top 10 picks for shows we are looking forward to in summer. For this week's video, we are looking back to the just concluded TV season and ranking our favorite shows from the spring season. Before we start, please note that due to the excessive amount of content currently being delivered to TV fans, there are many highly rated shows that have managed to elude us. Obviously, we cannot include shows we have not seen. If your favorite show from the spring season was not included in our list, tell us in the comments. With that out of the way, let's begin. Number 10. Great News. This comedy series from T.V.E. feels more like a successor to 30 Rock than a continuation of the Kimmy Schmidt universe. Like 30 Rock, the series takes place behind the scenes of a TV series, with a protagonist behind the camera and larger-than-life personas in front of it. Number 9. Making History. Sadly cancelled after only one season, Making History was easily the most fun of the recent crop of time travel shows. That being said, every network time travel series was cancelled, with only one managing to get uncancelled. Unfortunately, Making History wasn't the lucky one. Despite cancellation, it remains one of the funniest new comedies of the year. Number 8. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. I still have not made my way through the entire third season of Kimmy Schmidt, but it is already as hilarious as it ever was before. Ellie Kemper's relentless positivity as Kimmy, and Titus's ego and aspirations are still a perfect pairing. Number 7. Trial and Error. The best new comedy of the spring season is undeniably Trial and Error. This small-town legal comedy is almost like a slightly darker spin-off of Parks and Recreation. The joy of the series comes from the many eccentric small-town characters being clumsily navigated by the lead. He takes on a Ben Wyatt-esque role among the locals, as his New York law firm sends him to chair his first murder trial under low media scrutiny. Number 6. Twin Peaks returns. It took 25 years, but David Lynch's dark, surreal, uncomfortable, violent, and at times utterly hilarious Twin Peaks is back on TV. Back and weirder than ever. There isn't much else to say about the series. You will either love it or hate it, and that goes for both newbies to the world of David Lynch and Twin Peaks superfans. Divisive roads are ahead, but 4 episodes in, I'm loving it. Number 5. Silicon Valley. Trial and Error might be the best new comedy of spring 2017, but the best comedy of the season is easily Silicon Valley. As strong as the yet unconquered first season already, Season 4 has done more with its eccentric cast of characters than ever before. Gavin Belson facing ruination and true self-reflection, Guilfoyle losing his composure, Jian Yang grasping victory from the jaws of defeat, and Dinesh corrupted by power. We see many of our favorite characters in different lights than we have seen before, but the true brilliance of the series remains its scathingly spot-on portrayal of excessive power and wealth being wielded by the socially underdeveloped of the region the series is named after. Number 4. Fargo. Fargo's third season has a lot to live up to. Season 1 surprised TV viewers, Season 2 showed tremendous growth, but Season 3 might just be the best yet. Not only did the series land a number of phenomenal performers, but it has managed to tell a complicated and fascinating tale that can expertly glide between heartbreaking and hilarious in a single pendulum swing. Number 3. American Gods. I fully expected American Gods to make the top of my list. That it didn't is not a condemnation of the series, but rather a commendation of the two that landed ahead of it. American Gods might not have reached number 1, but it is still fantastically everything I wanted from the series. From the astounding art direction, to the impeccable sound design, and perhaps most notably the commanding performances, American Gods is constantly delivering avant-garde television at its finest. That it has managed to weave poignant social commentary below the surface could be an afterthought when discussing the show's strengths, but it shouldn't. Number 2. The Leftovers. With a strong but divisive first season and exceptional second season under its belt, The Leftovers returned to finish its tale with its third and final season, and it just might top the second season. While nothing in the third season has topped the massive and shocking twist of the second, the emotional maturity of the series in its third season is on a whole other level. So often I have found myself sucked into the modern and fantastical prophecies of the series, only to be surprised by the grim reality found in its stead. That is a good thing. Every time I feel like I have the series figured out, it takes a hard and unexpected turn that surprises me. Most impressive of all is that it is always earned, and never feels like I was denied something special. The turns move away from fantasy, but dive deep into thoughtful and powerfully emotional territory. Number 1. Better Call Saul. The first season of Better Call Saul suffered pacing issues that kept it from the greatness of its predecessor, Breaking Bad. Season 2 of the series found a great balance between the more fun material in Mike's story and the more developed stories in Jimmy's arc. Season 3 has delivered so hard on the build-up in Jimmy's story that the fun of Mike's story is no longer necessary to balance things out. No longer necessary, yes, but not taken out at all. Mike's story is no longer a crutch supporting Jimmy's, and as such, it has been able to proceed to truly satisfying stories with the tension and fun of a great heist film. That they were able to do so much on top of that with the previously insular character of Nacho Varga just shows how next level the series has become, perhaps even surpassing its predecessor. Thank you for tuning in to TVEnthusiast.com or our YouTube channel. Stay tuned to TV Enthusiast for more coverage of all of your favorite shows. Don't miss our weekly podcast, The Weekly Set, which is available every Friday. This week, we will continue to discuss the current seasons of Twin Peaks and American Gods. You can access our podcast on your podcast client of choice or through our YouTube channel. See you next week.